In today's day and age, do you really need a personal website to go after your goals, attract recruiters, and pitch yourself for opportunities that you really want? Can't we communicate our credentials just using social media? Well, if you want to get serious about your goals and truly establish your credibility, you still should have a personal website. It definitely can't hurt, right? Don't just take it from me, take it from hip hop artist T-Pain. In January 2022, T-Pain was hiring for his production company called Nappy Boy Entertainment, looking for videographers, photographers, and editors. So he took to Twitter to see who might be interested. And Twitter is such a great platform to find talent. So why not check in with his fans and followers to see if any of them would be qualified? His call for applicants had very specific instructions, asking them to send in resumes, reels, a website, and a portfolio. And when he says reels, he doesn't mean an Instagram reel. He means a highlight reel showcasing your best work. Well, T-Pain was then flooded with replies, but he mostly received links to social media accounts, not personal websites. And this didn't sit well with him. In a follow-up tweet, he said, "I'm not going to Instagram to check your shit out. Be professional and make a reel or a website. If Instagram is the height of your professionalism, then you won't fit over here anyways." This then sparked a debate about whether a website is needed when we have social media. And a lot of people were poking fun at T-Pain, saying he's showing his age with this old school mentality. But he doubled down. He said, "Every single time someone sends me to their Instagram, the whole page is 90% nothing to do with their profession. People that have never been in the hiring position telling me how to do this is just, sure, you guys are right. I'm old as hell and I've never done anything in this space. Sure." Clearly, social media won't be an ideal experience for a hiring manager. Sifting through Instagram content to understand what you're all about can be really clunky. And as one applicant of many, don't you want to make it as easy as possible for the hiring manager to choose you over the competition? This probably isn't the advice that you want to hear, but you should have both. And here's why. A personal website is tailored exactly to your goals. It puts your work on a bigger stage and does your skills justice. You can organize the site strategically with categories and sections that are easy to navigate and let people know your main objectives, whatever your goals may be. It's an investment in yourself and one that you actually own. Which brings me to my second point. Because you own your personal website, you're in control. There are few content limitations. You have the flexibility to tell your story seamlessly versus in a series of posts that may lack continuity or consistency. And your blog section is a really great way to demonstrate your expertise, even in the absence of real-world experience. A personal website empowers you to prove what you're capable of. You may not have the picture-perfect credentials that a recruiter is looking for on paper, but if you intentionally build your website to illustrate what you can do and how you think, recruiters will evaluate you a lot longer than if you had nothing to show. This is especially important for entry-level applicants or people who may be pivoting to a new industry. Your personal website can help you do this. If you're a recent college graduate with a degree in communications and you really want to get into the competitive field of sports marketing, no pun intended, dedicate your website to this craft. You can write about this year's rebrand of the Washington Commanders or recount the most inspiring storytelling moments in sports. You could cover sports documentaries and your takeaways. There's just so much potential here that you can publish. Maybe you have a midlife realization where you want to pivot your career from nursing and become an author. So build your personal website about being an author. Share excerpts of your manuscript or blog about your writing process and challenges. Start positioning yourself for that goal that you really want. So speaking of goals, your personal website allows you to focus your goals with more organization and flexibility than an Instagram profile or a TikTok page would. And as long as job applications are still asking for links to your personal website, spoiler alert, they are, don't let that be a box that goes unchecked on your application. You never miss an opportunity to make an amazing impression. From a more tactical standpoint, a personal website is key to growing and scaling your brand for the future. Social media isn't where people go with the main intention to shop. They're there to scroll and pass the time. Your website sets you up for the long term to set up a marketplace if you ever need to sell products, services, courses, that book you just wrote, or anything that suits your niche. And even if you go viral on TikTok, the next place you want to direct people is your website to buy your offering. Then your personal website becomes a gift that keeps on giving because you have a chance to gather email addresses and create a list of qualified contacts who want to hear from you. You can create tailored emails with more of what your audience is looking for, and you can send them knowing that delivery is guaranteed because you're not competing with algorithms. As if these weren't enough reasons to go ahead and finally make that personal website for yourself, the other plus is that in this day and age, you don't have to know how to code or even how to design. Platforms like Wix, Squarespace, Weebly, and WordPress all have gorgeous templates that are easily customizable. You can keep it simple and choose a portfolio website or just a place to house your resume, or create a more robust business-oriented site. A website is never finished, so it will evolve with you. The point is, you have options, and creating a website is something that can be done in just a few days. I'll end with a main point that kind of has a double meaning. Something I always say is, you become known for what you own. This applies to the fact that you will literally own your website. If an algorithm makes you pay to play, or if a social media platform fizzles in popularity, you can rest easy with your site and the context that you've built. But more figuratively, you become known for what you own, meaning the skills, talents, and knowledge you have. Own them and shout them proudly. Demonstrate them confidently, and declare who you are and what you can do, and believe it. Paint that picture for your audience so you become top of mind for what you do best. A personal website is your tool to help you do that. If you're feeling inspired to build your personal website, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you next time with more content creation inspiration and help with building your personal brand.